I'm Florentina. I'm 29 years old. I come from Croatia, but I'm currently living in the Netherlands. I was born in Croatia and PKU was detected by newborn screening, so it was detected quite early. I finished bachelor's in occupational therapy. I'm currently in master's also in occupational therapy. I'm working as an occupational therapist. My hobbies are mostly gaming and sports. Fun fact about me is I am quite stronger than I look, so I can deadlift about 20 kilos above my body weight. Yeah, and that's it about me. My PKU was detected by newborn screening. While I was little, my mom handled most of my care, so she prepared all the food, she took my blood, and she sent it. However, while I was getting older, around 10 years old or something like that, I started to take my blood and start caring more about my disease by myself. And then later on, I just started to cook more. She taught me extra recipes for my food. Grandma as well. Grandma cooks very tasty food, so I got some recipes from her. And now I'm living in the Netherlands, so I'm cooking mostly by myself, or my husband cooks for me. He also learned a lot from me, from my grandma, from my mom. And yeah, so I usually wake up in the morning, I get my formula first thing in the morning, then I eat light breakfast because I don't like breakfast usually, it hurts my tummy. And then after that I have lunch. Lunch is usually prepared the day before because I'm working, so I have no option on just going to the store and buying whatever I want. It's usually quite the planning on Sunday night, while we go to the store, and then what are we going to eat for the week, and then we have to buy everything, and then on the rest of the Sunday we prepare for at least 3 days meal prep for me, lunches, so that I take to work every day. And then when I come back from work, I usually have some light snack, a fruit or a vegetable. I do drink a lot of Coca-Cola, I like it, but it's okay, it needs to be drank because I don't get enough calories from my food, so I actually get extra calories from Coca-Cola. And then in the end of the day, I like to eat bread with vegetable pate, and that is my regular day of PKU life as a working adult. The challenges living with PKU day to day is, well, they were versatile and they still are versatile. So when I was little, it's more about how to tell friends, how to go to the birthday parties and enjoy them and still eat similar food, how to make friends and go out. And in teenage years, as we all know, kids don't like to listen to their parents. So that's also one of the things that were kind of hard. And now in adult life, the work-life balance, the trying to focus and trying to be able to do good work throughout the whole 8 hours, because I think for now, for me, that's the most problematic part. But before, when I was little, with birthday parties or just in school, I never had bullying problems. No one bullied me. I had very good friends, and maybe that's because my mom raised me a certain way, so she always said, never hide your PKU, it's just one part of who you are, don't stress about it. If someone says, oh, what are you eating, that looks disgusting, or oh, it smells, in formula. I mean, just let them try, and they will see that it's not that easy to drink it. So that's what I did. When they said, "Oh, that stinks, what are you drinking?" And I said, "Well, I need to drink it every day, 3 times a day, so come on, try a sip." And they would try a sip and they reacted like, "Oh, disgusting, why do you even do it?" And then I explained, "Hey, PKU is this and this, I have to eat it, I have to do it, and I have no choice, so, you know, don't do it, don't bully me." And they never did, actually. So I don't know, it's maybe I got lucky with my friends, but maybe my mom raised me a certain way to not be ashamed of PKU. So that was in childhood, and now, as I said, it's more of a problem with work and focus, being more focused during the whole workday, and then after that, sometimes when you have really low levels or really high levels, you're tired, you don't want to cook for yourself for the next day. So that's why I prepare food in advance, as in lunch boxes, and just meal prep for the rest of the week. And yeah, I think for now those are the challenges. Of course, I'm thinking, and my husband and I are thinking about children, so that is one challenge. We started the process, so I'm on really low fee intake these past months, and that's also been challenging because I need to weigh every single meal. It's hard, and you need to write everything down, report to your dietitian consistently, so there needs to be communication all the time, and with work and with university, the masters that I'm in, it's quite a lot of work, so it makes me quite tired. But it is what it is. That's how it usually is with the PKU life. You just need to be consistent and push through it. So my social circle in the Netherlands is quite small because we moved 5 years ago, and then there was a COVID incident that happened all around the world. So we did not have time to make friends, especially because of all the lockdowns and everything that happened. So my friends are usually work friends, just friends that I have from master's university, and that's it. My husband, he has some friends at work as well, so I know them and we hang out with them. They also know about PKU, they're quite supportive about it. When we go to them, they make Indian food, but PKU way, so I give them my rice and they make it for me. And we have quite versatile friends from all over the world, and they always try their best to find the recipes and to make my own food when we get to their houses. So in the Netherlands, I would say that I don't feel isolated. Maybe I feel isolated with my Croatian friends because they are so far away, so I cannot see them often. So we just talk over the phone or something like that. But then when we come back to Croatia, we try to make up time for it, for the lost time. I had to reduce my activities, such as going to the restaurants, because most adult people, when they want to hang out or when they want to just socialize with their friends, they either go to the restaurants or to cafes. But I cannot do that because of PKU, and even if I go to the restaurant, then I need to order French fries that I'm not allowed to eat a lot, and just some type of vegetables that are made on the grill or cooked, and that I've been eating that in restaurants my whole life. I'm sick and tired of it. I don't want to go to the restaurants, so that's why I actually don't go often. Maybe once per year I go to the restaurant, but mostly with friends we just say, can you come over and we will cook a dinner, or can we come over to your place and cook there a dinner? because it's easier for me, and luckily my friends are quite understanding, so they always say yes, and if that's not the option, we always find something else to do. So we don't go to the restaurants, but for birthdays, for special occasions, we go to trampoline parks, we go make some trip, we go to museums, so it's more focused on activities that are not based on food or food experiences, but more like nice, fun experiences that you can do as an adult. I have access to the treatment of PKU in Croatia as well as the Netherlands, so I will first say some experiences about Croatia. So when I was little, that's quite an old formula called PAM2, and it was quite disgusting. I had to drink it 3 times per day, and we tried all sorts of things. When I was little, we tried putting it in pudding, we tried making formula shakes with apricot juice, and that worked the best. But also just trying to do it with water, and I could not take it. I vomited quite often because it was absolutely disgusting. And then with years it changed. We got some extra shakes, some extra formulas. I think it was Loflex that was first introduced in Croatia after PAM. And that was a huge change for me because it was already pre-packed, so I don't have to bring a whole can of formula and shaker. I can just bring pre-packed formula, and I loved it. But then after some time I did not like it because I realized that in the summer it needs to be refrigerated, and if it's not, it's also disgusting. But you know, you need to do it, you need to drink it, so I drank it, and then I moved to the Netherlands and I got other options regarding PKU formula. For now I'm drinking Milupa PKU Shake Cocoa in the morning because it has more calories. It's like a choco milk, it feels like it, I love it. And then 2 times per day I actually drink tablets, because I'm so sensitive to taste, to acidity, and my stomach is quite sensitive to it as well. With Loflex and with PAM, in the end I had problems with my stomach, so it hurted a lot. I had to eat, but I could not eat in the morning. So I switched to tablets, and now I like that aspect of tablets. I have no taste, no smell, nothing. It doesn't do anything when I drink it, so I don't feel anything, and I love that. So those are my formulas that I drink day to day now. I'm not taking any medications for PKU. I'm not on pharmacological treatment right now. Maybe I will start in the future. I will check if I respond to Kuvan, but for that I'll keep you posted. If the pharmacological treatment is started but it doesn't work, I suppose that they feel quite disappointed, quite angry at themselves. I don't know specifically because I have not gone through that, but that's just my assumption, because I think I would feel sad, angry. Why did I even go through this testing if it's not gonna work? So it's just a lot of, I think, whys and why me's and why didn't it work, and I hope and I wish that it worked, but I think those are the emotions of maybe that you feel like you're not good enough, that you don't have the right gene in your body to respond, and then you feel even less than before. PKU taught me to be a better person, more flexible in my plans and my thinking, also quite stern with my friends. If someone doesn't like who I am, well, we don't have to hang out then. More in peace with myself and the things that happen around me, because I think if I'm struggling day to day with my food, I don't need your negativity and your drama in my life. So if you decide to be drama, that's fine, but I have other things to worry about. So it made me more resilient, as I said, more flexible, and more thoughtful to other people and other challenges that they might face in day-to-day life, more empathetic. I could relate more with them, and maybe I have some advice, even if they don't have PKU but they decide to go on a diet or something. I can always give them tips and tricks and I can help them. So I think that's how PKU affected me in certain ways, maybe in some ways better, in some ways worse. But yeah, I think it actually helped me a lot and influenced me to be a better person. To the teenager PKUer, I would say that I don't know actually, just push through it. It's not easy, it's quite hard, and you don't want to do it. I know, I didn't want to do it when I was a teenager, but it's quite important for your brain, and your whole life is going to revolve around your brain and your functioning, and in the end that's who you are. It's not how you look like. It is your body, but your brain is the most important part of your body, so keep it safe and try and eat as good as you can, and try to focus on your eating formulas, drinking formulas, eating good and staying on target, because that will help you later in life. E.S.PKU for me means a lot of fun, a lot of friends and family from all around the world actually. I started going to E.S.PKU since I was 5 years old, so I know a lot of people and I met a lot of people, but I also think that it's quite important for new kids or new patients, new adults, to come to E.S.PKU, to meet with the professionals, to meet with industries, to maybe ask the burning questions that they have, to one of the most brilliant minds regarding PKU in sense of research, inventions, new medications, new formulas, new ways of treating. So it's more of, yes, it's very fun and it's very enjoyable, but it's so educational, it's so nice, and you feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself. You meet a lot of new people with PKU and you see that they have maybe some tricks and tips from day-to-day life that maybe you can incorporate as a PKUer. So for me, E.S.PKU is a lot of fun, education and communication between friends, family, countries, doctors that act as your family after some time. In my opinion, there is always going to be an unmet need in PKU. Maybe I cannot vocalize it right now, I cannot specify it, but there is always going to be something that can be improved, that can be worked on, that was maybe before a normal consensus, but then after 10 years or 20 years or 30 years we realized, hey, this does not seem right, so that can be changed. So I cannot quite put my finger on it and say what are the unmet needs of PKU, because there are so many. So I think it's quite important to do more research on it, to listen to professionals, to work with industries, to come up with new ways of treating it. And also, the most important thing, just get patients on board with whatever is new, what's the best new thing for them to try out, because it will help them in their daily lives. My way of reimagining PKU is that all PKUers, all patients have the same treatment in all over the world. I also wish that maybe in 50 years or 100 years there is going to be a gene therapy or something for the PKU, and maybe it will not exist in that time. And up until that time, that new treatments, new medications, new ways of treating PKU come to the surface and make it easier for us PKUers on day-to-day life.